say your strengths are?
Oh, that's also that I haven't been having time to reflect on myself that much during these couple of days, but I want to believe that I want the best for every individual and put every individual in their biggest strengths, and have the team play really good football. But I don't think at the moment that's where I want to deep dive. At the moment it's just West Ham and get the 3 points on Sunday. Thanks,
Tim. Jamie.
Renee, nice to probably meet you. I just wanted to ask, Rian Skinner, the West Ham manager, yesterday said that any game that Arsenal plays in, the pressure and the focus is always kind of on Arsenal to perform. Does that, amidst a tough week, does that add extra pressure to this game, knowing that all eyes are supposedly on you rather than West Ham?
I don't think so. I don't think it will be any different, because I think it's being said by itself that there's always pressure on us to perform, so it won't be any different on Sunday.
And just on Alessia Russo, she had a good performance on Wednesday night, had a couple of chances early on, obviously the offside goal, and then ended up scoring. You said after the game, you made a comment which I found really interesting, on what is confidence, but does that goal that she's gotten at the end of that game, does that add to her right now? Because she's been down a little bit, and does this goal really, really add to her confidence building into the international break?
I think Alessia is very good at understanding herself, that it's most important to get yourself in good positions, and then the goal will come, and she scored last Wednesday, but that's the main focus, to keep on getting our forwards in good positions to be able to get in the back of the net. But Emily Fox scores as well on Wednesday, and she's a right back, and she makes it all the way into the box, so any player can do it for us. But the forward mindset is obviously it's important for forwards. Yeah.
And just the last one from me, I wanted to touch on Layla Harvett. She's captaining England in the Under-17 World Cup right now. What does that say? You've obviously worked with her a little bit, but what does that say about Arsenal's quality in development in the academy, and how important is that for Layla as well?
I've only been here for a year, but I've been very impressed with the quality of the academy players. Last pre-season we had players training with us, and then this pre-season again, and I said you could see a big difference, like the quality this year with academy players training with us. It's so good, it's very high, and I think we have a lot of players playing at the World Cup right now. I think that we have six in the starting lineup. Yeah, so no, that looks really good, bright future. Yeah.
Thanks. Good luck.
Thanks, Jamie. Helen.
Yes, very nice to meet you, Renee. Really nice of you coming around to shake our hands. That's kind of unusual. The first thing is something I noticed they were talking about on the highlights show at the weekend. They were saying, one of the pundits was saying that the Emirates is a plus and a minus sometimes, and the one WSL victory Arsenal's had has been away when they haven't got the pressure of the Emirates. And I wondered what you thought about that, whether the Emirates can be a pressure, basically, the expectation.
I don't think so. If I look at the players, when they get to play at the Emirates, and we are in the dressing room and they come out on the pitch, I think they enjoy it, they think it's an honour, and I think it gives them a lot of energy. So I wouldn't say so. Now I know there's been a couple of results, but I wouldn't say it's a trend for us now.
And the second thing is, when you look at your own career, I know you said you've only been here for a year, but have you got a sort of personal ambition to be a head coach? No, it doesn't have to be at Arsenal, wherever. Is that the sort of thing you see yourself doing?
Obviously, I've been working as a head coach before. I enjoyed that, but I think there's so much to football. The role that I played now in this team was more towards individual development, which I think is very interesting as well. I just love working with people, and I think football is a beautiful game. So any role I can play and be part of a team, I'm happy with. So the direction of the future, I'm not sure.
Thanks, good luck.
Thanks, Helen. We've got time for a few from the call if there are any hands. Tom from The Guardian.
Sorry, Renee, I was on mute. Very nice to speak to you. Thank you for your time. I just wanted to ask you, if you don't mind me taking you back sort of 17, 18 years, a little bit over the time in Arsenal's youth setup as a player, and wonder what your memories of that time are, and maybe just what you think a teenage Renee would have thought of the idea of you being the interim head coach at this time.
Yeah, that was never an option in when I was 17. No, I played at Euros with the under-19 team from the Netherlands, and I think Emma Hayes was head of academy back then. Kelly Smith was assisting her, and they asked me to come over to England. I was just done with school in the Netherlands, and I thought it was a good opportunity. I went together with another Dutch girl, and we lived at Oaklands College. We trained every day. Kelly Smith as a coach, got a couple of opportunities with the first team, and I remember looking up to those players so much, getting to train with Rachel Yankee, Kelly Smith, Alex Scott, Jane Ludlow, many more. It was a great experience. Yeah, and now I'm here again. It's strange how life takes its turns.
Yeah, and I suppose I wonder if I could ask what's been the one thing that stands out most for you in the last few days of the thing that has changed the most in your day-to-day life? Like, what's the biggest difference so far since you stepped up to take the reins?
I think in my role, the workload hasn't changed. We were all working very hard in our roles in the staff. It's just different. It's more of creating a holistic picture instead of going deep into individual details, and a little bit more thinking maybe, and a little bit less executing. So that's, I guess, what's changed a little bit these last couple of days.
Thank you for your time. Good luck at the weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Sandra from The Sun.
Hi, Renee. I hope you're well. Hi. Just wanted to ask, what are your expectations in terms of what you want to see from the players going into the game at West Ham? I mean, what's the performance you want to see from them?
I think looking back at the game last Wednesday, the determination, the way they took care of the ball and protecting in duels, counter pressure, I think a lot of things were on a very high level. And I know the players themselves spoke about accountability, and I think it's easy to bring it for short moments, but it's important for us to bring it over a long time, and then the next step is going to be Sunday.
And then for you, just how important is it that, you've got, you talked about Alessia, scoring and what have you, just having that high scoring big going into this game, particularly against a team like West Ham that would no doubt do a low block against Arsenal, and also just building that confidence back up?
No, it's important, and then we'll just see how we're going to create space and moments to score the goals. Will it be against a low block, or will there be other opportunities in the game as well where it's a little bit more open? So that's what we're looking at, how are we going to make use of the space in the game on Sunday.
That's great. Thanks. Good luck this weekend. Thanks, Renee.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sandra. And last one from Freya.
Hi Renee, lovely to meet you. It was great to see Lena Hurtig get some minutes back for the first time in a very long time. Is she available for a couple of minutes this weekend, and how is she doing after the match?
Yeah, she's doing well. She trained today. She's okay. She should be available for Sunday.
Perfect, thank you. And just a quick one, was it such a great morale boost having a player like her come back into the team after so long?
Yeah, it was. And that's where you see how much the other players care, how much the staff cares, and then seeing Lena with her daughter, with the fans, it was just beautiful to see.